The Watcher Next Door. The house next door had always been a mystery. The curtains were always drawn, the lights flickering faintly at night. No one ever saw the occupant, but everyone in the neighborhood referred to them as the Hermit. When Mia moved into her small suburban home, she thought little of the neighbor. Life was chaotic enough, balancing a new job, unpacking boxes, and managing her rambunctious dog Max. But the Hermit's presence, or lack thereof, soon became impossible to ignore. It started innocently enough. One morning, Mia found a note in her mailbox. The handwriting was neat, almost old-fashioned. "Your dog shouldn't dig in the flower beds. The lilies don't like it." Mia laughed it off. Max had indeed been nosing around the flower beds, but she thought it was a lucky guess. She dismissed it until more notes began to appear. "You shouldn't leave your keys on the kitchen counter. Someone might see them through the window. The blue dress suits you better than the red one. You shouldn't eat that much takeout. It's bad for your heart." Mia's amusement turned to unease. Whoever this was, they knew far too much. She hadn't spoken to anyone about her habits, and her curtains were always drawn at night. How could they see her? Determined to confront her neighbor, Mia marched to the Hermit's house one afternoon. The doorbell was rusted and unresponsive, so she knocked. The sound echoed, but no one answered. She tried peering through a crack in the curtains, but saw only darkness. That night, the notes took a darker turn. "Stop asking questions. Some doors are better left closed." Mia's paranoia grew. She began noticing small things, a shadow moving behind her curtains when she knew she was alone, her phone buzzing with calls from unknown numbers, always silent when she answered. One day, Max barked incessantly at the fence separating her yard from the Hermit's, but when Mia looked, there was nothing there. Finally, she decided she couldn't take it anymore. She would call the police, but as she picked up her phone, she noticed another note on her kitchen table. "They won't believe you. You're already being watched." Her blood ran cold. She hadn't heard anyone enter the house. The locks were secure, but the handwriting was unmistakable. Terrified, she fled to her bedroom, locking the door and clutching Max close. Hours passed in tense silence. Then at 3 a.m., a soft knock came from the bedroom door. "Mia," a voice whispered, low and rasping. "You shouldn't have come here." The door creaked open, but the hallway beyond was empty. The final note was pinned to the inside of the door. "You can't leave now. You belong to me." The next morning, Mia's house stood silent, her belongings untouched. The neighbors gossiped about her sudden disappearance, but no one dared to knock on the Hermit's door, and from behind the curtains of the shadowed house, someone watched, waiting for the next arrival. Do you know who's watching you? Not all neighbors are friendly. Some just want to keep you forever. If this story sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more terrifying tales. Tell us in the comments, what would you do if your neighbor knew everything about you? And remember, some mysteries are better left unsolved.